I'm teaching a final year course on how to design structures using steel as the building material. This is actually the first course that I've taught at McMaster, although I taught a very similar course for the last 2 years while I was doing my PhD. I really enjoy just chatting with students, meeting with them during tutorial, and finding out some more about what makes them tick. And I think that then helps to create an environment where they feel motivated to learn, and it helps me to make the lecture more of a two-way communication. So once I then know students' names and get to know who they are a bit, one of the strategies that I find works pretty well for this class during lectures is once I've taught a particular concept, I'll give students a few minutes to try it out for themselves. I'll give them a problem that they can do in just a few minutes and talk with the people around them and come up with an answer. And then at the end of that, I'll call on someone by name and ask them to share their response with the class. We do take seriously our responsibility as structural engineers. So this being a final year course in engineering, there are some specific technical concepts that these students do need to learn. There are people in this class who next year will be working and designing buildings using the concepts that they learned in this class. It is really important that students do pick up the technical knowledge of the class, and for that reason I try to design assignments and tests to be as representative as I can of what students are actually going to be asked to do in practice. We give students lots of tools for how to address very specific problems, but one of the things I try to do with the way that the assignments are designed in this class as components of an overall project is to walk students through the process. And I think once students have been walked through that process, then it's a lot more possible for them to do that on their own, whether in structural engineering or another field of engineering, or really wherever it is that they end up going from here. One thing that students might not know about me is that I am also a bread maker. Often on most weekends I make a couple of loaves of bread with my own hands, not a bread maker. I love the smell of bread baking in the oven, and the taste of the bread fresh out of the oven with some butter on it. That's one of the things that I'm often doing when I'm not at the university.